Hi, welcome to the Diversity Week cooking segment. My name is Danae Brummer, and I am joining you from the San Gabriel Valley Cancer Support Group kitchen. I am a private chef, but I'm also a master gardener and a food systems educator. The City of Hope has hired me to run their teaching garden on the Duarte campus. The garden is affectionately known as the Garden of Hope, and our philosophy there is to nurture people's well-being and their health. We provide free opportunities for people to learn how to grow their food, cook their food, and preserve the season. In honor of Diversity Week, I'm going to take you and your belly on a journey around the world. We're going to highlight 5 different recipes that can be made out of a rotisserie chicken. Why a rotisserie chicken, you wonder? Because you can't go wrong. Shredded chicken can be remixed in so many different ways in a shorter period of time to make you and your family happy and full. So today, we're going to make an Oriental-inspired chicken bowl with rotisserie chicken. To make this recipe, you're going to need the following things. To get started, you'll need rotisserie chicken, mixed greens, mandarin oranges, cashews, cabbage, carrots, cilantro, and peanut sauce. So let's talk about rotisserie chickens. This bird has saved me more than you know. It's usually my go-to on a Sunday whenever I'm grocery shopping. I like to have one in the refrigerator to save the day because it never fails. There's that one day in a week where you're overwhelmed, you're stressed, but you want to put something healthy on the table for yourself and your family. For me, that's usually a rotisserie chicken. I'm able to cut this bird up in various ways to make various meals to stretch me or get me out of a pinch. If you have the time, I would actually encourage you to make your own rotisserie chicken or bake it. The reason why is because you have the control. You not only control the seasoning, the level of the sodium, you know exactly what went in it and how it's going to taste. So before we start cooking, I want to go over some tips and tricks to tell you what to look for when you're shopping for your next rotisserie chicken. One thing that you want to look out for is the size. This is a case where size really does matter. If you look at these 2 birds, one is a little more tight and shriveled. The other one is large and big. The large size indicates that it's still moist and also very flavorful. Usually birds that are smaller, they've either been overcooked or they've been sitting there too long. Another trick that you can consider is actually talking to the people that run the meat department and find out when that bird was put out. Usually, birds that have been sitting in the bay all day or a couple days, they're usually dried out. You're not going to be able to get the maximum flavor or the benefit from those birds. Your rotisserie chicken should actually last in your refrigerator close to 4 days. This is another reason why you should talk to the guys in a grocery store to figure out when that bird was made to make sure that you're getting a fresh hen that's going to last and pull you through the week. So to reheat the chicken, I'm actually using avocado oil. I'm going to lightly spray it in the pan. And reheat my chicken. I'm big on protein, so I'm loading up with a little bit more than what's required in a recipe. So now that our chicken is done and reheated, I'm going to set it aside and I'm going to switch gears to do a little chopping. Here we have the cilantro that we're going to kind of chop up, not too much. This is a technique that I like to call open the door, close the door when chopping. You hold the blade at the tip and you just work your way back and forth, almost like a windshield wiper or a door closing. So my cilantro has a nice good chop now. I am actually going to mix it in a bowl with some of the cabbage. Another trick that I like to use, especially with vegetables that have a lot of water in them, is putting in a pinch of salt. The salt helps pull out the water and also the natural flavor, but not too much. So now that my cilantro and my cabbage is combined, here goes that little pinch of sea salt on top. And then I'm gonna mix it in and actually set it aside for a little bit. So let's break the real magic behind this recipe. It lies in the sauce. So we're gonna make a peanut sauce. You can easily buy peanut sauce at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or your local grocer, but you can actually make it. But that's a whole nother story for another day. Today, we're gonna actually use the peanut sauce and add a little water to loosen it up. Peanut sauce can be really thick, and you want all the flavors in your dish to equally blend. So what I'm gonna do is pour a little bit of water into a bowl, no more than 1/4 cup. And I'm gonna add my peanut sauce. Notice how thick it is? Gotta put some elbow work in there to loosen it up. Take a whisk away, and now my peanut sauce is more like a peanut dressing. It's a lot smoother, and so it's gonna evenly spread on the salad. Okay, now it's time to pull it all together. For the base of my dish, I'm gonna start with lettuce. This is actually an optional thing, but I'm not health-conscious, neurotic Nancy who wants to always get as much vegetables as I can, so I'm throwing in extra lettuce. Now we add the cabbage and the cilantro. Our bountiful, juicy, shredded chicken. Topped with some carrots. Topped with more cashews. And then I'm going to put in those lovely mandarin oranges. And then I'm going to layer in our peanut sauce. And there you have it, your Asian-inspired chicken bowl. Time to eat, and create it in less than 10 minutes. A little prep goes a long way. So delicious. A match made in culinary heaven. I hope that this has inspired you to want to try this recipe and experience this amazingness for yourself. Don't forget to check out our other videos during Diversity Week that will be posted daily. I'll show you internationally inspired recipes from around the world that involve a rotisserie chicken. Can't wait to see you next time.